Whose house?
Bill's house.
Bill! 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 Bill!
Bill's house.
Bill's house.
And after this, Darunia. That's his name, right? Darunia?
Mm-hmm.
Is the fire guy.
That's his title, fire guy. Put them fires out. Call your neighborhood Darunia.
Well, if you want to put fires out, there's only one way to do it.
What's that, Spencer?
Water temple.
What happened to your excitement?
Well, you put out with water, and then I guess you could get it at the temple, because there's water there.
Well, before it becomes water, it's actually ice.
Ice, baby.
The vanilla version. So, okay, go to Zora Ruins. What? It's frozen over. Like the movie.
Hell has frozen over.
I was about to say that.
Is Zora's domain really that bad that you'd call it hell? Anyways, you go to the back and there's an ice cavern, and you go in the ice cavern first before you go to the water temple, and you get a special item. What's that, Chris?
You get I forgot.
They belong on your feet. It's a great item.
Oh, the iron boots.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Not much to say about the ice cavern unless you guys have anything on it.
Blue flames.
I do like the rupees that you get in that one, like the black ones, and they make that sound effect. I don't know. I always thought that was kind of funny to me. It's very unique.
Yeah, the silver rupees are kind of a nice little like puzzle idea.
Yeah, they actually kind of remind me of the red coins from Mario. Like every time you collect one, like the music like gets more like higher pitched.
The cavern has kind of a nice calm theme to it too.
Yeah. Better make sure you have your bottles empty to get the blue flames.
Yeah, poor Spencer.
I like
it's either a fairy or a blue flame.
Take your pick.
One of my favorite parts is at the very end when Sheik, you get to talk to Sheik, and he has like this I forgot, I should have probably pulled it up, like this, I guess, phrase. I'm talking about, friendship, and I think he teaches you one of the songs in there, but I remember that, being a pretty good moment in the game.
Yes, it's the Serenade of Water, and the language that Sheik uses is very poetic. It's something, it could be like about the ebb of time or something, the flow
flows, of time,
right? Like a river or something. And I don't know. I remember that really standing out to me too, on subsequent playthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
So you play the Serenade of Water, and you go to everyone's favorite temple, the Water Temple.
Water Temple. Everyone's like tone goes down.
Right, thank you for joining us, guys.
Great map out. The map out stops here for like 50% of players. Spencer, can you give us a little rundown of the Water Temple?
Oh, there's all these different levels to it, and you got to raise the water, and it raises platforms and stuff. It's a hoot. This temple has every reason to be the best temple in the game. But I think it might have been too ambitious for the N64. And it was very cumbersome on the N64 with the boots. You tie those together, this could be a very frustrating temple.
I tried counting how many times you got to put those boots on. I lost count. Kind of like I lost the woods. Yeah, you need the Zora tunic first off. If you want that Zora tunic, you got to like have the blue flame and then come back and unfreeze King Ruto. So I don't know how you did that one, Spencer. There's 3 levels, and you got to play Zelda's Lullaby at every single one of these areas to raise or lower the levels.
Yep.
And there must be like 15 keys in this temple.
Yes. It's just a very broke, it's a very the pace is broken. You know, you have to put the boots on, remove them. You have to play the ocarina to lower or raise the water levels. So I can see why a lot of people just hate the temple.
In the Ocarina of Time N64 version, did the ocarina count as an item?
Yes.
Oh my god! So there's part of the problem of this one, is that in this version, you need the hook shot, you need
The boots.
the arrow, the boots, you need the arrow, and you need the ocarina.
But the boots don't count. The boots, you cannot equip them as an item in the N64 version, right?
Right.
From what I remember.
That's a gear item, right?
Start menu, yeah.
You have to go back to the start menu, yeah. That's why I was like, nope, I'm playing the 3DS version because I know exactly the water temple is going to get on my nerves.
Yeah, that's the one reason why I do like the 3DS version better, is just for this temple. Like, it makes it so much easier and not as long.
Plus, if I remember correctly, the 3DS version, I don't know if the N64 version had this, I can't remember, but the 3DS version has like color-coded lines in some of the entrances or doors that kind of help you, have a reference of where you are. And I don't think the N64 version had those lines.
Do you mean on the map itself? Where
No,
it's
on
like
the
with
walls.
the compass?
On the wall.
Like with what water level it is?
Yeah, like they have some blue lines, green lines.
Even if they did, it wouldn't be distinguishable because the textures of the N64.
The N64 couldn't put out color. That was a big problem.
It couldn't put out
with that
lines. You couldn't see you couldn't see the level of the water lines. So, you do get a cool item here, and maybe Chris, you could give us kind of a rundown of that.
It is the extended hook shot, and you actually get it after a really awesome mini boss battle.
This might be the only saving grace in concept, anyway, of this temple.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Love
get-
that boss battle with the Shadow Link
Yes. So,
or
Spencer,
Dark Link.
Spencer, can you do a dramatic renditioning of the encounter with Shadow Dark Link?
Hit! Hit! Ching, ching. That's the sound of the swords clinging.
You forgot the part where he runs up to a tree. Okay.
Look, there's a tree. Oh my god, it's me.
Sonic? Yes. Okay. That's what we came here for, folks. Link, yes. So you're running up to this tree. There's no like boss in sight. The walls are kind of misty, and then I think like as you walk up to the tree, you can see your reflection in the water, and then when you walk past it, you stop seeing your reflection, and then you head back towards the tree, and then out of nowhere, Dark Link appears, and he mimics your every attack. How do you guys usually go about taking down Shadow Link?
Hammer time.
I use a mixture of the hammer and Din's Fire.
Yeah, Din's Fire.
Just use up all your magic first with Din's Fire, then just beat the crap out of him with the hammer.
Yeah, if you spam the hammer, you eventually will hit him because it has a different timing. So that's what I used.
I didn't know any of that.
Well, I knew about Din's Fire, but I tried to do it with the Master Sword this time, and I don't know if you had the same problem as I did, Spencer, but everything kept like timing identically.
Did I use the hammer then? Maybe I did use the hammer.
I think I used like the spin attack, and I tried not Z targeting, and like those kind of worked for me.
That sounds like a pain.
Yeah, doing a spin attack, because you have to like rotate the analog stick if you want to do like a non-charge up spin attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's very inconsistent.
I actually didn't get Din's Fire until the end of the game. You need it for one of the dungeons.
Yeah, you really do, unless you have like 1,000 fire arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say about the Dark Link section though, I really do like the room that you're in like before he spawns. I actually thought that was like really cool looking, where it's just like a floating like river, but then it has like a tree in the middle and everything's like surrounded by mist. I don't know. I always thought that just looked really cool.
I feel like this should have been saved for something else. Just like maybe like a midway part of the game they could have put this in. Like it almost feels like a bad dream or something.
Well, this bad dream's not over because we're still in the water temple.
Ah, it still sucks.
Why is that? What's left?
More dungeon.
More
Another
long,
boss.
long hook shot.
And an epic boss encounter.
Yeah, then you make your way to the giant aquatic amoeba Morpha, which is to me a very like underwhelming or boss battle. I didn't really care much for it. A little bit annoying trying to get the core or the heart, whatever that thing is, with your hook shot. Gotta time it right. Gotta try to avoid the arms, the water arms or whatever those things are, tentacles.
I think A Link to the Past does this kind of fight way better. Do you remember like the eyeball monster?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Dude, that boss fight was awesome.
I remember
This
something
was-
similar from like Link Between Worlds.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. No, I know. They're similar.
yeah, it's real close.
I know. It's just 2 words apart.
But yeah, no, I like how they did that, and I wish maybe they were trying to emulate that, but it seemed like they were trying, but it was not it. This is not it, fam.
Yeah, this was dumb. I do like the sequences though when that arm grabs you and then like throws you if you happen to get grabbed from it. It does kind of like bring the pressure in, but very underwhelming boss battle. Especially even like Dark Link seemed more badass than this.
Yeah, he should have been the main boss. Why is he the boss of the water temple? I don't know. But actually, I do know a weird fact that if you ever read the manga books of Ocarina of Time, Shadow Link was actually in the Shadow Temple.
Interesting.
That's smart.
Yeah.
A little thematic thing too. Like, why is this amoeba the cause of Zora domain freezing over?
Not sure. Doesn't have anything to do, right?
I don't know. Like, I get the dragons threatening the Gorons, Phantom Ganon's taking over the forest, but what is this?
Especially since it's not like an ice enemy or anything. It's just a water enemy. So yeah, pretty weird, I guess, selection.
I will say we spent a while shitting on this temple, but maybe it's a testament to the game itself. But this temple is still considered one of those hard temples that it's like a badge of honor to have beaten.
Mm-hmm.
So even as a bad temple, it's like still got a place in history.
Oh yeah.
It's like an iconic dungeon, in gaming history. I mean, whether you love it or hate it, it's there.
I think we all have a memory of that one small key in the fucking basement. Like,
Yeah. So I will be honest though, like after like replaying it on like even on like 3DS, I don't think the dungeon is hard. It's just tedious, and of course, no one likes to do it. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's the hardest temple ever, like everyone claims it to be, but it's more like it's one of the most tedious dungeons. I think that's what people should be saying, not the hardest.
Well, I think thematically, not thematically for the dungeon, but thematically with the game, it kind of argues with the concept that Zelda is promoting exploration, because exploration in this dungeon is such a slog.
Yeah.
Like, they specifically make it a hindrance to explore this dungeon.
I do like that every level has like 4 distinct directions you can go, or like up like 3 to 4 directions. I kind of got a good bearing for everything like by this playthrough. Like I knew that, I need to come back here when I have the long shot because of like how long my reach needs to be. And my sync is going off right now. I might put music over this, but I don't know if the sync has feelings about my feelings about the water temple. Maybe that's for calling out for thematic consistency, but
Maybe there's a amoeba in there.
yeah, maybe this is the revenge. He's freezing up the aqueducts. Help. Oh man! All right, let's move on. I'm done with the water temple. I do like Lake Hylia. When you come out, you can fire an arrow at the sun and get the fire arrow.
Yeah, perfect timing because the sun is rising. You're in that particular location, so yeah. If you're clever enough to, I guess, understand that puzzle that you read on that message, I think it's a pretty clever way to get the fire arrows.
Well, the fire arrows are important because they light up even the darkest of places, which is good because the next temple we have is the Shadow Temple.
Oh my